not a whole lot of progress has been made on the big truck. We're kind of waiting on some parts, some seals, some seal installers and stuff like that. And then we got a set gear lash. But we are putting some new tires on the gooseneck today. It's been needing it. That trailer's probably got 20-something thousand miles of just having two trucks on it. So it was time for some tires. But let's find something to do, I guess. Right. So since y'all have last seen it, we have gotten the front coilovers in, the front track bar in, and the front axle is in. No casualties so far as scratch powder and stuff like that. We got the ball joints in too. Everything's looking good so far. We still have to drill the sway bar for the faceplate. It's not drilled. So it's not really a huge deal. I'm kind of debating whether or not I even want to put it on there because I kind of like it without it. But yeah, we got some pistons and seals coming in for the brakes, and then we got some more stuff done at paint. So hopefully we'll see this thing come together a little bit more over the next couple days, but we're kind of running out of parts. Also still waiting on our air tank. And yeah, everything's looking good though. I'm really, really happy about the overlay setup. I really like how the FP is spelled out of the white because of the stainless overlay. Then we've got our shocks with our resis clamped that way. It's not normally how I clamp resis, but it's really the cleanest way that I saw to do it with our setup we got going here. But yeah, everything looks really good. I'm excited. We still got to set gear lash here in the back. Besides that, I think we're good to go. All right, guys, so we're slowly making progress on the white truck. We were missing a lot of seals, and we're still missing some random hardware, brake lines, the pistons for the calipers and stuff like that. Ordered them at Dodge, went there. They hadn't came in yet, even though they were supposed to be there. Ain't no big deal. Had to order them again. Something in the system messed up to where they weren't here. But let's see. I think we're going to go to paint today. We're going to drop some stuff off at powder. Got a couple little brackets and some other things that we found that we do want to powder coat. And then we're going to be putting this thing together. As you saw, we have the back wheels on. Working on getting the front wheels on because we have both front chunks in. We have the crush sleeves crushed, and we are ready to go and set gear lash. Waiting on one more seal in the front end, and then our new drilled and slotted rotors will be here tomorrow, along with ceramic brake pads. Also, our pistons for the brakes. So hopefully they'll come in at a decent time where we can get the brakes together. We do have the front diff in. We do have to set gear lash, as I said. And we've got some other small details to do. But everything's looking good. I am tickled with it. I do realize how tall this thing is now. And we are going to have to extend some wires. There's no question about it. Here's kind of a height comparison for y'all. That is a stock height, I think 16 mega cab. And yeah, this thing's to the moon. If this is any comparison to where the axle used to be, this is the plug that goes to the front actuator, and it is about a foot too short, if not more, and it needs to actually be a little longer than that. So we are going to have to extend that wire or pull the harness some to get some slack. But yeah, everything's looking good. Not sure. I think in the last video I did show our custom valve cover. We have a white and milled Fitzgerald Performance valve cover. I thought that was pretty cool, pretty different. I don't think that it is the best idea to do a lot of white in the engine bay. We did it anyways because it's kind of our thing. But this truck isn't going to drive, but longevity-wise, awful idea probably. But everything's looking good. We got our air dog here. We are changing out the mounts. I had some powdered mounts from another truck, so we're gonna swap some mounts out, fix some air dog wiring, loom some harnesses, run some rock lights. There's a lot to do. Hopefully, maybe we'll have the rock lights turned on sometime this week, but we got a lot of wiring to do. There's 48 rock lights, and honestly, I think I'm gonna order more. So, also let's see what Bub and Brian are doing. So, if anyone recognizes that beauty, you know that's our beloved race truck, and it is very much hurt right now. I very much do not own it anymore. It's Gabe's. But he brought her back. We're gonna get to ripping, figure out what happened at UCC. If you were there or you watched the videos. So if you were at UCC, you know, you saw that it caught on fire and stuff. We need to pull the engine and check everything out, pull the turbos. That engine actually ended up pushing most of the oil out of the engine. Couldn't really tell where it was pushing everything out because there was so much going on and so much fire suppressant stuff and oil everywhere. So we're probably gonna pull the engine. That engine could probably, it's not got that many passes or pulls or anything on it, but you know, it could probably use a little love. So we'll pull it, at least check the rings and the bearings and everything like that. Maybe replace some of the wearables if they don't look good, and just see what's going on with her. Get her a clean bill of health where Gabe can start ripping on her again. I'm gonna try and talk him into doing a big single with some gates where we can, you know, spray the truck again. So we'll see what he wants to do. But yeah, we're gonna get that thing in here today, get it tore down, and probably get some other work done. But yeah, also the F450. Let me show you. Wyatt Close's F450. We've had a striker kit on order for this. It's a cradle kit with matching traction bars, coilovers, everything. I mean, it's just the baddest kit you can buy, in my opinion. I love the striker kits. But yeah, we've got that coming in. Got to send it off to powder. The deal is we should have everything for this one about the time that one's done. So we will transfer our attention from that one to this one, get this knocked out for this customer. We have Lucas Miller's 06 truck with the deck plate. Everyone's kind of wondering, like, why haven't you made any progress? Well, we had a full Evil Fab compound kit, but as you can see, we got some marks and stuff drawn on it. When we went to this deck plate engine, everything's an inch higher, and the turbo kit just eats the firewall. Like, it's not feasible. So we're gonna have to rebuild the whole turbo kit. Not a big deal. We also are gonna build all the intercooler piping, get a Mishimoto aluminum intercooler, and we're gonna have to get some type of elbow and some 5.9 sensor adapters, and pretty much convert almost everything on this to 6.7. It does already have a 6.7 rail, even though this is a 06 truck. Besides that though, yeah, she's in, ready for her home. We just got a lot of fab work to do. I think we are actually going to end up pulling this manifold off and going to a gated manifold. Customer wants gates because I told him if he wanted to spray it any, we needed to look into some gates, or you're going to see some turbos go to heaven. So I think I might just sit here and watch what happens from a distance. I'm kind of curious. Brian, hit the brakes. Never mind, there's fluid. Nah, there ain't no fluid left in that thing. Woo-wee. Hey man, you messed up. Brian, if you drop me, you don't get paid.
Put it over the axles. Put it over.
We about to go to paint, ladies and gentlemen. On the kiss. So what happened?
Carnage.
So our engine's now cross-eyed?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, let's find it. Where's it at?
If you look at that one,
Oh, wow.
and then look at this one, it shoots toward me. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, yeah, Gabe, I think we're going to have a little more problems than what we thought.
Here.
That was a new head.
It was a new head.
How did it? Yeah, I know how it happened. That's called
Cross-eyed. Where?
That's called like 6,000 RPMs for 22 seconds.
That's what this revs to?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
No,
like,
the Bruno.
Little James, get the camera.
Right, if I touch it, it'll pop out.
We're kind of scared because that valve is just sideways. Oh my God.
Insert music. All sitting sideways.
No, you can't say that. That's copyrighted.
That ain't copyright. That's a good song.
It's a,
off your Insta videos?
huh?
What the fuck?
You make money?
I don't.
Oh, okay. I thought we was all here just because we was friends.
We are just friends.
Oh, okay. Well, that check at the end of every week that y'all get, I want it back then.
Hey, man.
I want it back. We're buddies.
Finance over bromance. Right?
Yeah, hell yeah. You should take a deep breath.
And maybe sit down.
Oh no.
Oh, he definitely found a hole in the block.
No,
He
he didn't.
definitely found a hole in the block.
We didn't.
I was wondering where all that oil was coming from. All right, you sitting?
Guess how many torque converter bolts we have?
How many are there supposed to be?
6.
0. 1.
You're good.
Very good. So,
We have none.
so at the end of the burnout, I heard the truck kind of free rev.
Yeah. it got
All the
really,
converter
really
bolts
loud.
broke. That's exactly what happened.
I'm just-
And then that engine must have revved to the moon
Yeah.
and been a valve.
You probably hit like 10,000 RPM.
Yeah.
That's why it got really loud.
Yeah. So at the
I
end,
watched the video 20 times. and
yeah,
it
at the
gets really
end you hear,
smoky.
ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard it.
Nothing there to hold it.
Yeah. No.
That makes sense.
No, now there's a couple people that have done this. David Petrick did it on a dyno
No,
that one
what's-
time. Remember the blue truck?
So a new flywheel.
He went to roll into the pool and snapped every converter bolt and just rev limited.
So what are the consequences?
A lot. A lot.
Little worse than what
A
we
little worse than thought. We're gonna see. Alright guys, we're at paint, picking up all the bumpers, the tailgate. Actually I might leave the tailgate here. We're gonna check everything out. Gabe's here. See what we think. That's the world's first shade 5th gen tailgate.
What's
Look.
missing here, Ryan? Do you know what's missing?
There's no handle. There's no badge. There's nothing.
There's nothing.
Cool. So we got the chassis unlimited bumpers. Check out the mini truck. It's always just pimping. And sorry if there is a little bit of noise, the booth's running. We got our custom grill, some actuators, bed caps. He sanded all the bed caps perfectly clean, painted all the badges. Everything looks really, really good. The bed looks really good. But we're about ready to put her back together. It should be here Monday to have the brown painted, and maybe, just maybe, we make it to Music City. But I think we've got some stuff to look at Gabe's engine when we get back. Ooh, here's my other bumpers. Yeah, there's the rear bumper. Looks really, really good. I'm excited to get this thing together. I really am. So let's head back to the shop and check out the carnage on the drag truck. All right, Gabe, you have managed to break all of it.
Yeah. Speaking
Everything.
Of filming. You want to just like donate all your monetization because I don't make money off YouTube videos anymore. So like, you could start like a GoFundMe.
I got paid $20 last month.
Shit better than me.
And a Kit Kat.
I owed them $20. What the fuck?
Oh gosh, okay. Well, there's a lot of bent valves. There's one that's shoved up in the head, and in case you're wondering what the gray stuff is, that's piston, and that's what's left of Gabe's pistons. So, and it started coming out the exhaust, didn't it? Yeah, there's a lot of metal. There's piston in the turbos, so that's where the fire came from. Is metal entered a metal sauce turbine.
The only thing left good is the crank.
The crank.
The rod should be good.
The stock crank.
Rod should be.
It's a balanced stock crank, probably.
But look at this. Like, that's what we was. So it's pretty tight. And
The-
then
Okay. That could either be from how scorched the rings are, though.
It could, yeah.
Yeah. But so he melted every piston.
6 for 6.
Yeah, and then there's some valves touching there, and these pistons have valve reliefs. He still hit them. But yeah, I've got, well, if you look back at the video of us putting the other head gasket on this and swapping heads, like you can see how perfect these pistons were. And then, yeah, we just had ultimate failure.
No present for you. Here you go.
Anything's been, actually, I'll drop that back in your engine. Yeah, I put it back.
Yep.
Put it back where I found it.
Where it belongs.
Yeah, so all of these cylinders are screwed to. There is actually piston melted to the sidewalls of the engine.
That's how you want it, right?
This is a sleeve block. So, I mean, we could drop sleeves in it, but it's pretty much total loss. Also, he broke a tappet and shoved this through the oil pan. So, cracked oil pan, broke tappet. I think you shoved a push rod to the moon, and that's what bent that valve. Look at the valve. Holy, that's a lot worse when you put it on camera, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Also, behind you, converter bolts, snapped every one of them.
How many were there? 6?
Yep, there's 6.
All 6 of them?
Yeah, all 6 snap. And then the flex plate is ruined. And where'd you say? Did you say there was some metal in the exhaust too? Like piston?
In the turbo.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
You've got a good rear main seal out.
Yeah.
That counts for a lot.
Actually, no, he doesn't, because that always leaked.
It did.
The rear main leaked on this truck. So
Alternator's good. And
We got-
pump might be good.
water pump's debatable, because remember, she was giving us trouble the week before.
That is true.
Water pump might be done for too.
Filter?
Fuel.
Oil, it's got new oil. Well,
filter
had.
pump?
It's on the ground
No,
now.
yes, it's not.
It's actually still in Indy.
My radiator's pretty good back there.
Yeah, just because it was on the other side of the
on other
vehicle.
side of- It might have
Brakes,
fire extinguisher.
not good.
No, broke the brakes.
was pretty good shape.
Was it?
How?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's like the only thing
I
thought
did a good job.
that would- Hey, yeah.
I put
these
that on.
Motherfuckers.
I put the head
They always
gasket
say you
on.
don't know how to put the head gasket on. That's the only thing that fucking survived.
Yeah. Little haters.
Yeah.
Head gasket's
Tell us you
good.
don't know how to torque head studs.
We torque them?
No.
No.
I can't.
Half-inch Milwaukee.
Yep.
Oh.
That's piston.
Oh, yeah. So piston entered exhaust. Sparks started.
That's awesome.
And then, okay, that's a lot more piston. Sparks started, and then that's where the flames came from. So, yeah. So it turns out at the end, the fire was not electrical. It was just everything
Melted.
dying at once
Nice.
and imploding. But
Gather around campfire. It's in our campfire song.
hit the camera.